the Joyful Yogini here. Happy Tuesday. It's time for some live yoga. I have some tribal music going on in the background, some solfeggio frequencies, and which is amazing for the second chakra. And so we got some lower vibrations happening. Second chakra, those of you who are not aware of chakras, the second chakra is located between your hips and it vibrates the color orange, and it is connected with your creativity, your fertility, your abundance, your sexuality. And did I forget anything there? Creativity, I don't think so. I think I got it all. So I'm also going to pull a card for an inspiration for this intuitive yoga session from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. We have Gracie in the background there. Chewy, I don't think you can see. Oh yeah, you can see it in the chair back there. So we also have some four-legged energy here too. For those of you who celebrated Canadian Thanksgiving yesterday, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a wonderful time with family, with friends, some good food. I had a couple of very large glasses of Merlot. And so today I'm a little stiff. Michael's in the house. Good afternoon. Hey, thanks for joining. All right, so I just pulled a card for inspiration for the yoga class, and I got Bridget. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in. And you can see that she's holding a flame. That flame is associated with your third chakra, and that is it's located below your hips. Sorry, above your hips. It's located below your ribs, is what I was going to say, and above your belly button. And your third chakra resonates or vibrates at the color yellow or gold, and is associated with the element of fire. Anytime. Thanks for being here. All right, Michael. Awesome. I'm glad you're here. So this is you standing in power for what is right for you. And sometimes what is right for you is not really right for other people in your life. You get, the naysayers from the peanut gallery. You are wrong. You are not good enough. You are bad for wanting to do that or not do that, whatever. So this is us really standing in our power. I feel the power of that. So yeah, we'll definitely get some forward folds during this session to really activate that third chakra. It also helps with your digestive system too. So we will have a lower vibration, so lower frequency with the first chakra, the second, and the third. Ready to get going? All right, so let's meet on the mat. And this can be interactive, so feel free to ask questions. Unfortunately, I don't have a big screen TV here to be able to read what you're saying when I'm over at the mat. But if it feels right, is that New York cheesecake? All right, good afternoon. You're here too. Sweet. All right, but feel free. I always check the messages afterwards for sure. But if I'm inspired during it to stop and check in, then I will do that, okay? And if you have any body parts that need some attention in any way, you can let me know. And I could potentially add some poses to be able to help you out for whatever is going on in your life today. It doesn't even have to be physical needs. It can be mental, emotional, depending on what you have going on, okay? All right, so let's meet on the mat. I'm curious as to whether you can hear the tribal music in the background, because I have it sitting back here because I didn't want it to be distorted. So you can let me know. Okay, so we're just going to start in a seated position. And Chewy, you're going to have to sit too. Okay, sit. Come on, sit. And up. Down. Come on. Out. Down. Down. Down, down, down. Good boy. His nails can hurt, man, when they scratch. Oh, he's got some burrs from our walk this morning. That will be fun. Okay, hands on your knees. And let's first connect in with our breath. Feel your body against the mat. So you can feel your sit bones against the mat. You might even feel roots, or picture in your mind's eye roots coming out from your tailbone, your perineum. down into the core of Mother Earth. Maybe you want to feel it coming from your feet, going down. Breathing in and out through your nose, and if Ujjayi breath is part of your practice, on the breath out, slightly constrict the back of your throat, and so it sounds like the waves of the ocean as you're breathing out. Spine is tall, long neck, and let's start with the seated cat-cow. Breathing in, pushing your chest forward, chin slightly up. Breathing out, belly button to spine. Push the back of your heart towards the back wall. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and back. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and back. One more time. Breathe in and up. Breathe out, neutral spine. Okay, let's tilt our body towards our right knee. Bring it down and around, and then come back. Go at the pace that feels good for you. And don't worry if you feel like your knees are in your ears. It's okay. And some of you, your knees might be right down on the mat. I am not one of those yogis that can have her knees right down on the mat, and that's okay. I'm going to honor my body for wherever it's at. And let's go in the opposite direction. And you can get your shoulders in there too, and really feel the rhythm within your whole body. Let's go back in the opposite direction. Okay, let's just move the hips now, okay? So your sit bones are nicely grounded in, and we're gonna move our hips in a figure eight, a sideways figure eight, which is also the infinity sign, which is also a symbol of abundance. Abundance, prosperity, right? Bring it on. So I'm gonna move this hip over to the right, and then bring it down and around and up to the left, and down and around. And you can use your shoulders and your chest to get into it. So when you go forward, you can push your chest forward. And breathe, so no holding your breath. If you're drawn to going in the opposite direction, go for it. I'm gonna try. It's a little bit of a mind fart. And if any of you are interested in joining my yoga tribe, Tuesday nights is a second chakra focused yoga, such as this. It's at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. It feels so much smoother this way. And you can join via Zoom. And you get to hang out and do yoga with the same people every week, get to know them. Very cool tribe. And, or you can join in person if you live locally. All right, back to forward and back. Use your breath, cow and cat. Okay, this movement is feeling done now. Back to neutral spine. Let's go on to our hands and knees, tabletop. Okay, Chewy, keep moving. All right, so knees shoulder width apart, shoulders stacked above your wrists. You can have your feet flat on the mat, or you can tuck your toes. And we're gonna breathe in and open up our heart as we go into cow. And then breathe out, belly button to spine to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Okay, bring the bum towards the heels. And then reach those arms forward. Now, you can either just come right down to child's pose, bringing your forehead down to the mat. If you also want to work on upper body strength, then you might want to try this. So you're going to bring your nose close to the mat and bring it all the way forward and then coming back up. Then you can do this in a way that simply works for your body. So I'm going to bring my nose down, elbows are bent, coming forward, and then coming up to upward facing dog. Hair is caught under my armpit right now. And then hips leading the way, coming back. Okay, hair is no longer an armpit. Let's try this again. Use your breath to flow through the movements. One last time. Okay, from here, we're going to go down to child's pose, except we're going to reach over to the left side, to a really good side body stretch, and then we can bring our forehead down to the mat. Okay, let's go to the other side. So reaching over to the right, bringing that forehead down to the mat. Coming back up, arms back to center. Okay, let's tuck those toes. Oh, whoever is joined. I can't tell who is there. Hello, hello. I will definitely check after. So reaching those fingers forward, tucking those toes. Let's push ourselves up to the first downward dog in this practice. Pushing your heart towards your thighs, tucking in that belly, and feel free to take turns now, pushing the right heel down towards the mat, and then when you're ready, the left heel down. And you can go back and forth, or simply find stillness with both heels pressing down. I love doing one leg at a time. I can really feel that stretch up the calf, up the hamstring, and right into the glutes. Allow your head and neck just to hang. Okay, we're going to breathe in as we lift the right leg up. Let's bring that leg all the way forward. Plant the foot. We're going to work on our balance here. So instead of going into warrior 1 or warrior 2, we're going to keep those back toes facing forward. So it's called high lunge or crescent pose. So I might wobble. I might wobble a whole lot, and that's okay. So just find your stance. You can move up slowly. And then you can either have your hands on your hips or reach them up. Whoa. If you can, you don't have to, but you can open up your chest towards the right. Bring the arms up, open up to the left. And you can feel free to keep your head moving forward if you need to. This is my hard to balance side. Back to center. Then let's bring the arms forward as if we're about to take off. And then let's drop that left arm down. Open up your heart to the right. Bring that right arm down. Now the left or the right leg, we're gonna bring it back to three-legged dog, and then your choice of vinyasa. So I'm gonna bring that right leg back to three-legged dog. Now you can either go right down to your belly to cobra, or chaturanga dandasana, forward on your toes with the one leg if you like, to upward facing dog, and then to downward dog. So you choose whatever option works best for you. Let's go to the other side. Breathe in, leg up. Bring that leg all the way forward. Set yourself up for high lunge, also called crescent. Find your stability. Hands can be on your hips or arms up. Open up your heart to the left if you like. And then open it up to the right. Arms back to center. Reaching forward, arms can go back. Dropping the right arm down, left arm up and open. Then let's bring that left arm down. Back to three-legged dog. That left leg comes back and up. And then you can either go back to downward dog, down onto your knees if you like, to your belly, to cobra, or one-legged or two-legged, chaturanga dandasana, to upward facing dog, and then downward dog. Let's slowly walk our legs forward. And then let's fold. So this forward fold is really wonderful for that third chakra. Allow that head and neck to just hang. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You'll feel a stretch going right into your glutes. You feel it coming right up your calves. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back. And then fold. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe out, hands at your heart. Okay, where did I put my hair elastic? It's over there. Okay, hold on. I want to put my hair up and then we'll continue. Something is tweaking in my shoulder right now. I'm not too sure what's going on. Professor Dragon's in the house. Yeah, my dog is just chillaxing, which is great. Awesome. Okay, so let's continue. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, hinge at the hips. Hi, Chewy. Move in your bum and fold. Hello. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back. You're gonna have to keep moving. You are definitely in my face. Okay, keep on moving. Go lie down. Go lie down, honey. And fold. Okay, stop. Okay, Chewy. Go lie down. Good boy. Not on the mat. Okay, let's step back or hop back into plank. Now you can either go down to your knees, okay, or chaturanga dandasana. Halfway down to upward facing dog, or you might be in a cobra. The only difference is your thighs are on the ground for cobra. And then let's go back to downward facing dog. You can always chill out in child's pose if you like. Okay, so we're going to change things up a bit now. Let's breathe in as we raise the right leg up. Breathe out. Let's bring that leg forward. It's this time we're going to set up for warrior one. I'm going to bring the left leg to the outer edge of the mat. Foot is at a 45-degree angle. And you're using your balance and your strength coming up. You can have your hands on your hips, right up in the air or together. You just want to make sure that your hips are facing forward. And then let's bring those arms back. Interlace the fingers. Opening up the shoulders. And let's slowly come down for humble warrior. This is also a wonderful way of getting into that third chakra as well as the second chakra. As we're opening up that right hip. Let's slowly come back up. Straighten that front leg. Maybe shorten your stance a little bit for pyramid pose. You can change your hands if you like. You can either keep your arms where they were or maybe grab onto your forearms. Hinge at the hips. And then coming down. Bend that front knee as much as you need to. You don't want to lock that knee. Bringing in your belly. And then coming back up. Let's take that left leg, bring it to the outer edge of the mat. Right leg, bring it more to the outer edge. Heels are in, toes are out. Let's come down to Milasana Squat. Forearms are the insides of your thighs, pushing outward. Aiming for a tall spine, long neck. Let's open up those hips. If you want, you can move side to side, forward and back, doing little circles, or maybe even the infinity sign. Hands down, raise the hips up. Heel toe your feet towards the center. Step back or hop back into plank. Your choice of vinyasa. You can go onto your belly to cobra, Chaturanga, upward face dog, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. When you're ready, breathe in, left leg is up. Breathe out, bring that leg all the way forward. Set yourself up for warrior one, bringing that right foot to the outer edge of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Use your strength, your power. Come on up. Hips are facing forward. Choose where you want to put your hands. Let's bring our arms all the way down. You can connect your fingers together. Open up your shoulders and come on down for humble warrior. Coming back up. Straighten that front leg, maybe shorten your stance. And we're going to go to pyramid pose. You can either keep your arms the same or switch them up. Hinge at the hips. Bend that front knee as much as you need to so you don't lock the knee. And come on down. You're aiming to bring the belly down towards the thighs. Your arms can either be resting on your back or trying to lift them up slightly to open up those shoulders more. Allow the head and neck to hang. Bring your hands down. Bring the right leg to the outer edge of the mat. Left foot, move it over. Heels are in, toes are out. Come on down for Milasana Squat. So you can either just hang out here or find movement. I'm going to go back to that infinity sign, sideways, but in the opposite direction now. Hands down, slowly raise the hips up. Heel toe your feet inwards. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Your choice of vinyasa. You can always skip a vinyasa. You can always go right to downward dog, or as I said before, hang out in child's pose. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop towards the top of the mat, and fold. You can either keep your hips shoulder width apart or put your toes together to touch, and a small space between the heels. As much of a bend in your knees as you need to. Fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and fold. We're coming up to chair pose now. Breathe in, come on up to chair. Keep those hips down. Chest is high and open. You can take your pinky fingers and draw them inward, helping your shoulders to relax from your ears. Breathe in, tall spine, elongate more. Breathe out, hands come to your heart. Breathe in, let's twist to the right, hooking that left elbow over the right thigh. Pushing your heart up towards the sky. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out and fold. Again, pushing your hands together, pushing your heart towards the sky, hips are down. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back. Breathe out and fold. Breathe in, let's come all the way up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Breathe in, arms up. Swan dive down, hinge at the hips. Bend the knees as much as you need to as you fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back. Breathe out and fold. Plant the hands, step back or hop back into plank. Your choice of vinyasa here. Breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, bring that right leg all the way to the outside of the right hand to dragon or lizard pose. Hey, whoever has joined, hello, hello. Drop the back down. You can either stay here on your fingertips and feel that beautiful stretch in your hip flexor. But we can get a better stretch or an increased stretch in that right hip. And so there's different things you can do. This, what you're doing right now, might be enough for today. So just listen to your body. You can also push the right foot on the blade edge. You can even gently push that hip open, or come down to pillows or blocks, or right down onto the mat, keeping that hip open and sending breath to that hip. Releasing, unlocking your creativity, your fertility, your abundance, and your sexuality. If you're down, you can plant your hands again, and then we can take that right leg and bring it back. Instead of going back to downward dog, we can just take that left leg now and bring it over to the outside of that left hand, keeping that knee down. And you can be finger palms of your hands. You can open up this hip more, and you can come down low if you like. Bringing that left leg back. Let's go into child's pose and let's really ground into Mother Earth. Bringing your knees to opposite edges of the mat, bringing your bum down, and then your forehead down to the mat. Feel that mat beneath you. Feel your connection with Mother Earth. Coming back up to hands and knees. Bring your knees shoulder width apart. We're going to go into puppy pose, reaching forward, keeping the hips high. If you can, you're bringing your chin down towards the mat. But make any adaptations your body needs. Coming back up. Let's come to a seated position now. Let's go to Cobbler's pose. So bringing your feet together, either holding on to your ankles or onto your feet as if you're opening up a book. Hello, Chewy. Come on. I know. Come here. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Down. Down. Come on. Down. Good boy. Okay. He is right under this knee. This not the best positioning. I'm going to have to try to move over. So in Cobbler's pose, if you like, you can use your forearms to push your legs down. I'm just going at an angle. Yes, thank you for the kisses. So you're trying to keep a tall spine and you're gently pushing your heart forward. I'm getting a foot clean now. Thank you, Chewy. Oh, I didn't need him to clean my feet and then my face. Okay, enough, Chew. Okay, Chew. Enough. Let's take the right leg in. The left leg can go out towards the side. Okay, let's breathe in, reach up, then tilt to that straight leg and come on down. Okay, Chew. Lie down. Hey, hey. Chew. Hey, enough. Go boy. Go boy. Sit. Sit. Come on, sit. The benefits of being able to do yoga classes in a yoga studio now include not having dogs in the studio. Oh, now we got two. Downward dog there. Really good demonstration of a downward dog. Okay, so let's go to the other side. So I'm going to straighten the right leg and the left leg. This is when sometimes they get into a little wrestle. Okay, so let's bring our bodies towards that straight leg. A little bit of a twist as we come down. And come back up. I'm going to turn and face this way. Have our toes at the edge of the mat, and let's slowly come down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's bring our feet close to our bum, and let's push up into bridge pose. And you can snuggle your wings underneath your heart, so pushing your chest up a little bit higher. And breathe. Take the right leg up. You can bring those hips down and then up, down and up, down and up. Cross the right leg over. Bring the bum down, but then bring your legs up and reach under your thighs. Now, if reaching under your thighs is too much, you don't need to. You can just gently push, so gently, just on that right leg, helping that hip to open more. Okay, Chewy, enough. That leg that's out in front of you, you can roll that ankle one way, and then when you're ready, the other way. Now, you can always take your head and your neck and shoulders off of the mat and bring them towards that knee. But if your head and neck and shoulders, they need support, then put them back down on the mat. You don't have to have them up here. You can even reach for that shin if that feels good for you, a little more intensive stretch. This is the same kind of stretch as if we were doing a swan or pigeon pose on our bellies or on our front. And bring that foot back down. Cross the leg right over. Let's bring our hips 2 inches to the right. Arms out in a T, lifting up the legs, bringing the legs over to the left. And if it feels nice, you can look over your right shoulder. Bringing those legs up and over. Your spine, uncross the legs. Here, Gracie, let's come back up to bridge. Left leg up. Drop the hips down and up. Down and up. One last time. Down and up. Cross that leg over. Bring the hips down. You can either just gently push open that leg or reach under your thighs. Feel free to bring your shoulders, head and neck up off the mat. You can even reach for your shin, and you can roll that ankle one way, roll it the other way. Bring the head back down. If it was up off of the mat, let's cross that leg right over, bringing the legs down. Arms out in a T. Let's bring the hips 2 inches to the left. Lift up the legs up and over to the right. And if it feels nice, you can look over that left shoulder. Okay, bringing those legs back up, realign the spine, uncross the legs. Let's bring the knees into the chest. You can keep your head and neck on the mat or bring them up towards your knees. And you can even rock and roll if that feels good for you. At any time, you can bring your head back down. You don't have to strain yourself. All right, if your head and neck was up off of the mat, you can bring them back down and we can go into happy baby. So grabbing onto those feet, arms are on the insides of your legs. If your tailbone is flat on the mat, feel free to rock back and forth. And if you don't enjoy that, don't worry. I know sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall right over and sometimes I do. And that's okay. Let go of your feet if you need to catch yourself. You can even just find stillness in this. You're gently pushing your knees down towards the mat. Your feet are trying to push your hands up towards the ceiling. And then let's find a comfortable position for Shavasana now. If you want to protect your lower back more because it's been sore, feel free to keep your knees bent. You can even have your knees together to touch. Or sprawl your legs out. You can also put blocks or pillows underneath your thighs. You might even want to have your palms up, being open to receive. Shoot, leave it. Leave it. Focus on your breath right now. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feel the mat beneath your body. Feel every place the ground or the mat connects with your body. For some reason, my dogs are taking this Shavasana as a playtime. So I think we're going to be ending this sooner rather than later. The energy for a quiet Shavasana is not there. But feel free, if you're watching this after the fact, you can just simply pause the video at this point and continue with your own Shavasana. Otherwise, if you're ready to move on with your day, you can start wiggling your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms above your head. I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt here. I'm definitely not in a peaceful, totally relaxed place anymore. And in your own time, you can roll to one side and make your way up to a seated position. Another reason why having yoga in a studio is so great. Okay, so if you're in a seated position now, you can just tune into your body once again and see if you feel any differently from when you first started. Breathing in and out through your nose. Nice tall spine. We can bring our arms out to the side. Let's breathe in as we raise them up. Breathe out as we bring our hands to our hearts. Let's do that one more time. Arms out to the sides. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. Let's bring our thumbs to our forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak words of kindness to yourself and to others. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, joy, peace, and gratitude. From my light to your beautiful light. Namaste. All right. I just remembered I'm supposed to have an appointment. I might even be late. Shoot. Let's see the time. I go right now. Anyways, I will check all of these beautiful messages after. Oh, 7D was in the house. Yay. Awesome. Yeah, I know. They are crazy. All right. Thank you guys for joining. I gotta go, but thank you. See you later. Have a great day.